Let's officially welcome everyone to the Options Income Launchpad Wednesday Market Midpoint. My name is Scott, and I will be your host. As always, what we do is for education illustrative purposes only. Nothing we do or say is intended as a recommendation to buy or sell any security or financial product. Anything we say or do is not considered personalized investment advice. Any decision made based on the information on the platform is based at your own risk, yada, yada, yada. Sorry, I got stuck reading through the disclaimers. John Z, hello, good to see you. Today, we're going to just dive right in. I always felt like there was more time prior to the market for the agenda, but I mean, this is what we do. Analysis, posture, trades, setups, trading plan, yada, yada, yada. Micron setting up. No, I'm just kidding. It is. Nice little pullback coming here. Down 3.4. You might be seeing it's down 3.4. Yeah, but it's kind of it's got to come to us. See what comes next. Let's go to the SPY first of all and see if they fixed those damn charts. My bet is no. Ugh. How long are we going to have to look at this chart like this? Anyways, I did we open that high? 690? 696? And we're at 6. That can't be right. It is not. Man, I'm having a hard time. Let me see if I refresh this. Or is that going to start me over? That doesn't look right. We are sitting at that level, but we did not open up here. It's just like one little candle here. Okay. Anyway, this gives us the prior, but without all our lines and everything. Look at that. You can't even... Let me go back out. All the lines are all strange. Anyway, okay. Market's starting to see some buying pressure, though. Come in. Buyers are trying to come in here. Let's go look at the Qs. Qs are down a little bit. We know some technology is. Let's go look at the... and then we'll go through some trades of ours. IWM, it's looking okay. It's looking fine. The Dow, actually quite strong today. Almost defensively looking strong. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's talk about trades. Let's talk about trades. Give me 1 second here. Okay. One trade we have is Citi. Citi is... we got the kick. We were kind of sitting in this range, and then it's kicked, and so you can see it's moving. Yeah, good. I'm going to follow the plan. I'm going to watch to see if from now that it's moved, now we could say, hey, you know what? Even if I don't take any profits, I could start tightening my stops now. Initial stop was 112-ish. I could go a one day back Heikin-Ashi, which means for today it would be yesterday's. Yesterday's low is about 115. That's a pretty good jump right there. And then after today, for tomorrow, I could move it up here to 116. Take another little, right? So I can start to think about this trade from more of a momentum standpoint. Now you can see all these transition candles through here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, out of curiosity, who is in this trade? So I have a sense. And hello to you, Sandy. Peter's in, Doug's in, Craig's in. Did I cover BAC? No. No, I'm jumping around to alertish trades. Gabe said got in, got out, planning on, okay, in and out. Craig took one off yesterday. Okay, it's good range. Let's see, where were the profit levels? 123.25. Yeah, we're quite a ways away from that. I think I would look at, hopefully it'd get to like 120, 121. You're only on the second Heikin-Ashi day. You could get in with a already adjusted stop, and if this thing does catch a run, should do pretty well with it. So, okay, that's Citi. Ford. Ford. Ford reports earnings Tuesday. It's Wednesday. I'm kind of looking for this thing to like catch the next couple of days, or else it's done at the weekend, and I'm going to end up breaking even on it. Never really got going. Didn't really lose either. Maybe it's down a little. Where is it? Maybe it's down just a titch. Pretty flat overall. Who's in Ford still? Anybody still have covered call on Ford? Okay, a little bit different of a gig, but still a bullish trade overall. Let's see. Am I in? I'm in the wrong charts. Sorry. There's Ford. Let's go to Rocket Lab. Had a recovery yesterday, pausing right back today. It got back to its support level, and today it's drifting a little from it. Held the 50. I do have a time spread. So if this thing, like sometimes with a long call, you're like, even if it were to recover, the time would erode. But in this situation, if it recovers, the time all of a sudden accelerates in your favor. So let me see if I have. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so let me show you. Again, for us, it's a pretty dramatic. Now we can't give it much more beyond this week. Like for me, by Friday, this thing needs to be back above 82. Is what makes sense. Expiration is the 20th, which is still 2 weeks out. But if we get on the other side of 82, all of a sudden things kick into gear pretty quickly over on this side. 82 is here. So even if this were to just make a run back up here to 90, let's say it runs back up and it gets up here to 89.90 out around the 16th or 17th or so. So let's go back into that model. And if it got to 90 around the 16th, that would be, you'd be sitting up around, you'd be in a profitable area. And, I don't know what this target is. 107.75. That's not our upside target. And if you did get there, and let's say you got to the weekend, then you would probably end up hanging on through the weekend. Actually, that's not a weekend. That's Monday, Tuesday. But you might even push for a little bit extra time decay. Okay, let's see. Rocket Lab. Few people were in and maybe are still in Walmart. Let's take a look at that one. Oh, let's go Bank of America for Steven. This is only trades. Let's go through trades. Oh, trade looks great today. Yeah, it looks great today. Okay. Um, yeah, I don't know what your target is, but this thing has moved pretty strongly. If I was in this, I'd be thinking about do I take a little? Do I start tightening stops? What's my ultimate projection for this trade? That's a nice one. I like it. Okay, so we looked at Citi, Bank of America, Ford. Oh, Ford's trying to do the right thing. That'd be nice. Citi is accelerating. Looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Okay. Walmart. That's the other one we said. Did I? Oh, Nvidia. I hope everyone was able to squeeze out of Nvidia before too long. As it hit resistance, you had 3 days. It got close to the end of this thing, and you maybe were thinking, let's get out. And if not there, by there. Yesterday got kind of nasty. Today, it's just trying to hold on to this support level. And the problem is time is not on your side in a circumstance like this. I don't see. I don't see any. Took the loss. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see anyone saying still in. So now what? Well, I don't know. It's really turned sideways at this point, right? The Rolling Stones disagree. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Should we start at the top? Did I miss any trades? If anyone has a trade that they are in, that they are willing to share, and that we then use as an example, let me know. I always prefer to start where skin is in the game. GE, thank you, Craig. Let me get there. GE. I mean, it's still kind of trying, right? It's still kind of trying to make a move of some kind. But definitely got in on 130. Early or late? Obviously, the earlier the better. You can see it's had follow through late, so it's probably moved up a bit. Stochastics is starting to pinch a little bit. You can see it's the second day in a row where we're kind of, at least as of now, in a little bit of a doji. Plus 40, yeah. You know what? I would not be hard on yourself, Peter, because we've all held trades in a way that we don't want to. And to be fair, I think I was the only one who took the loss here. And so, maybe it might be a little worse due to time, but sometimes we take losses. It had a bit of a recovery, and then it immediately came back down, and it's like, okay, what am I learning from this? What's the experience I get from this? TXN, let's go take a look. TXN. Looks great. If you're in that one, even if you got in that one late, meaning let's say at the end of this day, it paused and then took, and it's made a nice little move since then. So I would certainly be with one like this in Heiken Ashi, and maybe even a 4-hour Heiken Ashi. You can see in there, it's already kind of starting to look a little like, ooh, what do we think about this? Okay, let's get back. Candle. Back to 6 month. And Walmart is the last one. Still going a little bit. But again, we're starting to see that slowdown. It's already beyond the scope of what I would have been looking for. So I've obviously taken some off the table already. ED, is that the symbol, Sandy? Or this would have been. Yeah, no, this one. Walmart's been strong, right? Walmart's been strong. Would have. Let's go to the top of our list and just see what's happening for today. Apple. Boy, Apple shot. Who took Apple? Somebody's in Apple. Doug pulled it. It definitely made the initial move, but now it just is cracking. A few of you went into Apple. Well done. Love it. Been day trading Apple. Probably, did you do it today? It looks like it's had some momentum today already. Let's see. AMAT. Still not quite there. And it's getting harder and harder for this thing to, right? If we're saying, hey, it could be right here. The problem is earnings are right here. So at that point, you don't even have the ability to get half of that move. So I would say less likely. Okay. AMKR. No, and you've got earnings on this one, still very close. Amazon. Earnings are now tomorrow after market. APH, I thought maybe was forming, but today all the way back down again, chopping around. What do I think of Disney? Love it. Let me pull it up. I'm going to go alphabetical and try to see if I catch it right on time. Okay, ASX earnings. AXP. No. BABA continues its drop. BAC strong. Barclays not so much. Bud's been amazingly strong. People need fun, and apparently they also need beer. fun and beer. Or I guess beer is part of the fun. I don't know. Cities pulled back a little bit, still bullish for the day. Caterpillar strong. CF has pulled back. Maybe a trade forming there. Coherent a little overextended. Earnings. Cisco. Is overextended. Great move. I'm not sure. I think a few people may have traded in this earlier, but I don't know if anyone's late in this thing now. Okay. Delta popped. It broke its consolidation. Next pullback looks good here. Here's the Dow. Let's go look at Disney. Disney. Disney got a little smashed, it looks like, on the earnings report. And they're now just a little bit trying to maybe make some kind of a comeback here, it looks like. Okay, what else? Let's keep looking. SPY tanked from 691 to south of 688. Let's go take a look at the intraday for a second. Where are we? We're at Disney. We'll remember that. And, sure enough, let's go see this. And you can see we had our opening range. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the break coming down. Disney moving from sub-basement to basement. Okay. What's happening to our VIX today? At this point, I'm a little nervous of what we're going to see here. Okay, we actually drew a box. This is not as bad as expected. We drew a box. Actually, let's make the box even a little lower. Let's say here. It could come back into this. Like, let's say it does this, and then it kind of turns over. Well, we would still say that's the high, and that's the lower high. Okay. Let's go back up to the D's. So, bit of extra volatility sitting in the high teens. A little bit of extra volatility. But overall, I think we can recover from this. Let's see what happens as the morning progresses, of course. Okay. I was at Disney. Let's go Dow. Ooh, well, Dow and possibly Basic Materials still making a little bit of a move. Okay. Estee Lauder yesterday got kind of smashed. Today, stabilizing, but we have earnings tomorrow morning. Okay, let's keep looking here. Where's Ford? All right, Ford. Ford is still trying. GE. Ooh, that GE rolled over pretty quickly, didn't it? My goodness. Gold up a little bit. GM up a little bit. Google on a pullback with earnings in focus today. So that should be, I would imagine, somewhat impactful. To see how Google does, I would expect. Uh, Goldman. Ooh. Not all financials. Not all financials. The banks, but not the brokers. Goldman is down 3%. Morgan is down almost 2%. Just did a quick check on Google. What's expected? Continued growth at double digits, worth getting in. I mean, it's hard, right? Because it's a crapshoot. It could go either way. It could be they announce double digit growth, they announce good expectations, and the you know, stock gaps up, or they could announce that they had good growth. They had good growth, but then they missed expectations, or they lowered guidance, and at that point, that stock is going to gap down, right? And so it's like, okay, what are the thoughts? So I'm one that tends to watch more than try to jump in it, but there you go. Okay, what's next? We skipped. Let me go back to Home Depot. Oh, look at Home Depot. Still going. Some of these are surprises. HL turned, but not moving much. IBM still dropping. Intel flat. IVZ flat. IWM flat. Lumentum still higher. Lamb Research is still pulling. I think Lamb Research could move into a potential buyable position. Let's see. MasterCard pulling back a little. Meta. So Meta's now filled the gap, right? Meta has now filled the gap completely. 4 straight selling days after one gap up. So at this point for me, I'm a little bit like, ooh, I don't know. There may be more to come still to the downside. So for me, it's more of a let's be a little bit more patient. Anybody trading Meta now or thinking about Meta now? All right, we'll keep going. I know there's been a few people in it. Monster. Oh, Monster. So Monster was one that we were looking at. The liquidity was like right on the bubble where it's like you could maybe have made the trade. I asked around. I don't think anybody did. I could be wrong. So I guess I'll ask again. Did anybody take this trade? Let me know. I don't think so. All right. All right, let's keep going. MS, we already talked about that one. Microsoft, we talked about that. Micron, very similar to Lam Research. Seems to be pulling back into a possible buyable range. Okay, let's see. Netflix, dumpster still, NU, not ready yet. Nvidia pulled back. Palantir's getting. So, a few people thought this thing could maybe turn into something better than the earnings showed. But I'll tell you what, right now the market is not a fan. Right? Not a fan. The Qs. Let's go into the intraday, and we're going to go to the SPY intraday as well. So they also had this sell, but a little bit of a recovery. Let's see if SPY is trying to do the same thing. So you can see it's chopping. We've got some chop here. Right? We've got some chop. Okay. Let's see. No, did I skip again? I did. The real. Rocket Lab not looking good. I'm going to give it towards the end of the day, but if it looks like this, I might start looking at taking the loss. We'll see. Yeah, the NASDAQ seems to be a little bit struggling in general. Okay, RKT, no. Ross Stores continues moving. I'm not seeing a lot for setups today. It's a bit of a choppy day, so we'll see what happens next. Silver up a titch. SNDK dropping, but had a huge top. This thing just went from 240 to 700. I mean, that was insane. Here's the SPY. Look at that. I think the SPY just got it all back. Almost. We went up. We went down. Now we're back. Now we're back to flat for the day, essentially. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that looks like it could alert today for a swing trade. Patience. Patience is where we find ourselves. Yeah, definitely. We've got some time. Let's go through the X's. If anyone has any trades they're thinking about that are not on our list, anything they think should be on our list that's not on our list, let me know. And Trader's prayer, God give me patience, but I need it now. That sounds about right. SoFi, love it. Let me put that in. Okay, let me get there. Sorry. Okay, WM. Is that waste management? SoFi. Let's see. SoFi. Ooh, SoFi's really been kind of taking a hit prior to earnings and after earnings. This one is in a consolidation. Okay, let's see. My thoughts here. This was the consolidation, and you can see it's steepened, which actually could mean it's, getting closer to a bottom where it has the ability to break out of it, come back. But you're under the 200 now, so I don't. Even this is tough. Like it's got some work to do. Digging for new lows. Agreed. Agreed. Let's take a look at what was the other one? WM. Sorry. Oh, I hope I didn't just. I didn't. I was having a weird issue where if I clicked on the VIX, it would like lock up my my whole platform. It's very strange. Okay. Looks good. Yeah, I mean it's I was gonna say the same thing. It's quite strong. I lost my drawing tools. There we go. Hold on. Nice turn up. I mean the trend was overall favorable already going into that. Pulls back. Finds a support. And it's coming out of earnings. Makes a turn. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I agree. Are you in this one or thinking about this one? In WM. Okay, nice. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay. In it from 3 days ago. Very nice catch. I agree. Very nice catch. Let's see. Is that it on the list? I think that's it. Is that everyone's trades? Everyone's questions? Lastly, is everybody put some time? We're at Wednesday. Have you put some time into your trading plan section 1? Everybody should be participating on this first loop. This first loop is very important. Section 1, what are we looking for? We're looking for a paragraph. No, sorry. 3 bullets for your strengths. 3 bullets for the weaknesses. 1 paragraph for each of the other components, which include mission statement, vision statement, and commitment and discipline. So, yeah. Okay, well, we maybe are looks to wrap it up just a few minutes early then. Let everyone go take a look at the market before you go off on your day. Thank you for the reminder, Stephen. I have it on the list. The list is, it's on the list. And Glenn will be here tomorrow morning with you guys as we get to the tail end of the week. We'll have another Q&A session tomorrow in the evening. Other than that, thanks all. As always, happy trading.